Good morning. I want to put a quick video up about neutralization reactions, acids and bases. I wanted to give you a little bit of practice with this. I don't think it's terribly difficult. I found this sheet, it's not great, but it'll give us a little bit of practice so you can just realize what's happening when you have an acid and a base. It also wants us to balance it, and I'm not going to take the time to go through and balance all of these. I'm just going to show you a few examples here. These first are done for you, so let's look at this third one here. I've got HBr, it's a binary acid, and it's going to be named hydrobromic acid. And this is the base because it has the OH, so this is barium hydroxide. So what's happening here is that neutralization reactions are really double displacement. So the barium is going to kick out the hydrogen, and the hydrogen is going to combine with the hydroxide to make water. So barium and the bromine are going to come together, and all I would have to do is make sure that what I've written here is correct. Barium is in group 2, that gives it a positive 2. And bromine is a halogen, which has a -1. So we crisscross these, and barium bromide would be BaBr2. Remember that we wouldn't leave these up here. All right, the next one is zinc hydroxide and HNO3. By the way, HBr is part of Brickle, and that is the mnemonic for strong acids. This is also a strong base because it's barium is in group 2. Alkaline earth metal. Zinc hydroxide is a relatively weak base, and HNO3, this is the nitrate. The nitrate ion, and nitrates become X when we talk about acids, so this is nitric acid. Nitric acid is a strong one. Look at the ratio, or the number of oxygens compared to hydrogens, 3 to 1, so I've got 2 more oxygens than hydrogen. So this is a strong acid and a weak base. So the zinc is going to combine with the nitrate, as you see here, and water is always going to be an end product. So this solution here is actually going to be slightly acidic because I have a strong acid and a weak base. How about down here? I've got aluminum hydroxide and hydrogen chloride. Strong acid, weak base. So the hydrogen and the hydroxide are going to come together, and the aluminum is going to go with the chlorine. Again, the only thing that I have to make sure is this written correctly? Aluminum is a +3, and that's why this 3 is here. And chlorine is a -1, just like bromine, so this is going to be AlCl3. Down at the bottom, this is supposed to be an S here, but we're not going to hit that one anyway, that's just for balancing. Okay, we've got hydrogen fluoride, technically hydrofluoric acid. This is a weak acid, it's not part of the Brickle thing. Magnesium hydroxide is a strong acid. Magnesium is in group 2. So the hydrogen combines with the hydroxide again to make water, and then the fluorine is going to go with magnesium. We always put the metal first though, so this is magnesium fluoride. Magnesium is in group 2, it's a metal, it gives off its electrons, it's a +2. This is a halogen, it would have -1, okay? Nothing to do here really, just maybe to name them. HNO3 again is nitric acid, and this is aluminum hydroxide that we already saw. So strong acid, weak base. So the solution that this is now here would be a slightly acidic. It's not a complete neutralization, but it would be an acidic solution. Okay, HCl, strong acid. KOH, strong base. This is a complete neutralization as long as the concentrations are the same. So the H goes with the OH, making water, and the potassium will go with the chlorine, to make potassium chloride. Potassium's in group 1, that's positive 1, chlorine is negative 1. Last one here is bromous acid. That's kind of a weird one. It's part of it. It's going to be in your notes. It's also in table E. And lithium hydroxide. Lithium hydroxide is a strong acid, and this is a relatively weak, strong base. This is a relatively weak acid. So the solution made here is going to be slightly basic. H goes with the OH, and then lithium will come together with bromine. All right, so I thought I'd just give you that for some practice. Look at it as you will. Thanks.